Hey friend, welcome to the Jet Extremis YouTube channel. It's me, Jet Extremis, your friend. I do a lot of streaming over on Twitch. I'm going to have a link in the description below. I do a lot of political commentary from the left-leaning side. I also talk about social issues, do a lot of voiceover, do a lot of geek-related stuff, and playing video games. You can watch me die over and over again in Elden Ring. Right now I want to go over one of these child predator catcher videos from a YouTube channel called Trilogy Media, who generally I respect a lot. They do a lot of scam baiting. However, they've also gotten to the child predator catching marketing scheme. It's not a scheme, but well, some of it is. You know what, neither here nor there. But just to kind of give you a brief overview on how they are. So here's Trilogy Media. You have Ashton and Art over here. They do a lot of scam baiting. They do a lot of really good things. Shh, I'm recording Miso. That's my puppy. But recently, like I said, they got into the predator catching scene. Now these two particular videos have been highly responsible, especially this one, predator caught and arrested at our sting house with knife. This one they handled very responsibly. Yeah, Penn and Teller pick there. It very much looks Penn and Teller for sure. This one was handled very responsibly. This is probably the best pred catcher videos I've seen. You can see that they actually have the police involved with this particular catch. They handle it very level-headedly rather than just blatantly going after the person. However, there's a video that they recorded about 2 months ago where this particular catch, I believe that they handled very irresponsibly. I have a lot of critiques on it. And not to mention, look, let me get to this point. People who act on this stuff, it's a very shitty thing to do. Goes without saying. No apology here. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. However, if these things aren't handled responsibly, shit like this can hold up in court. You can give a lot of ammunition to the defense, and it actually sometimes doesn't help in getting these people apprehended, convicted, and ultimately sentenced. So I really want to go over this. And again, this particular video, they do some particularly egregious things, in my honest opinion. Now, if you disagree, link it in the comments below. If you agree, link it in the comments below. I'd like to hear your side. Just be civil. Just be civil. All right, thanks. I really need to get a stream deck. Anyway, let's get on to this video. I'm going to have it at 1.25 speed because it's an hour long. This is going to be a long segment, but I have a lot to say about it. This program contains subject matter that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion advised. Yeah, fair warning. It involves SA, CP, and child luring. Be warned. True, they will not be civil. However, just do it. The statement and imagery herein are intended for documentary purposes. Of course it is. All subjects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Okay. Okay. Any blurring or censoring of all alleged perpetrators included in this video are done to abide by privacy guidelines put in place by the YouTube platform. All unblurred and unextended versions can be found at trilogyplus.com. Oh, okay.
This is a 54-year-old man named Martin, and he thinks he's about to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex. But instead, he's gonna meet us, and we're gonna make him answer for his sick and twisted attempts to groom, manipulate, and abuse a child.
Really 13? Yeah. How old are you? Too old for you, LOL. Have you ever been with somebody older? I've kissed older, but that's it. You have beautiful looks. Do you watch porn? Oh.
I see a guy.
Do you watch porn? Gonna do that stuff. Want to try it out? Okay, that's weird.
I see a guy with a cell phone. On the left, approaching very fast. You walked into the trap. To meet 13 years old, somebody else's daughter. This fucking park. How old is she? 14, 15?
Not 14, 15. 13.
911, what's your emergency?
Yes, hi, I am at 4146 Idaho Street requesting officer assistance for a man that was here to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex.
No, please. No, 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 it's too late for that. Hold on, hold on. No, she's gonna, it's okay. We need to calm her down. We need to calm her down. We need to help. We need to help.
So the context that they leave out in this particular clip where they say we need to help, they actually made a situation worse. It very much escalated because they handled this very irresponsibly. I will get into that later. And also the thing with this YouTube channel, they're very self-aggrandizing. They really like to pat themselves on the back, J.O. themselves about the stuff that they do, and they do good work. However, just be prepared if you watch any other videos, it'll come off very self-aggrandizing, and they do really good scam baiting stuff.
Are you there with the suspect now?
Yes. We need to help. Hold on, ma'am.
Oh my God!
Please.
Martin.
We're gonna give you exact location.
I'll text you the address.
Please. That's your husband, or at least who's pretending to be your husband.
What do you want me to say?
Answer for this!
Okay, you
Answer
have
for
to
this!
minutes. They're gonna let me
Escalating the
up.
situation.
The cops are not coming, and I want to know what the fuck is going on.
Your life is never gonna be the same.
Okay, that's embarrassing.
Yep, shit like that. I'm gonna unalive myself. That's a lot of escalation. There's a lot of escalation that happens. They actually create more danger than they actually resolve. So just keep that in mind. Trilogy versus Predator. Trilogy versus Predator. I wish that they would actually have the Predator.
My name is
alien.
Courtney Elizabeth, and I expose and confront online child predators. My team and I have 11 arrests, 2 convictions, and 6 pending convictions.
So they offer that for credibility. They also leave out the part of the amount of predators that they've confronted and how many have gotten away. Just saying. Exactly. How many failures, though? That's what I wonder.
I met Martin on a hookup app called Badoo. I set up a decoy profile on there portraying a 13-year-old, and Martin was one of the first people to hit me up.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
My first or second message, I told him I was 13, and he did not have a problem with it at all.
Sorry if I said that wrong.
Shortly after speaking on Badoo, we started talking on a separate app called Kick. You know, he said things like, "Can I paint your toenails? You're so beautiful." He sent the heart eye emojis. He also wanted this alleged 13-year-old to put icy hot on his genitals. Martin had asked to hang out multiple times.
My name is Ryan Montgomery, also known as Zero Day in the cybersecurity industry. I'm the founder of multiple software companies and proudly ranked #1 on the Try Hack Me leaderboard. While I was hunting down Martin, this specific case was solved solely due to him sending a photo in the chat. You'd initially think that reverse image searching would be an easy solution to find a name or social media, and a lot of these predator cases, they send photos that have never been posted on the internet. One of my software companies, pentester.com, has created a facial recognition tool and scrapes the internet for matching faces. Our tool brought me to a page that represented his bicycle racing team. From there, I was able to produce his full name, his home address, date of birth, email addresses, phone number for him and all of his family, relatives information, career information, his passwords from prior database breaches, and much, much more. While doing the discovery, I found that his wife was a... Once his information was...
Okay, 2 things. And what you said, Epic Prawn, it's kind of invasive. I would not put this in the video. I would not say I got all these things. Okay, like that's very invasive. I understand that even if this person is a piece of shit, know your place. Second, it's useful to the police. Do not share the video. Exactly. And I definitely would not have put in this video this person's wife is a... I don't know if a lot of people know this, but there's public records for... Now, we can debate whether or not this being married to this person would have got them fired in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. However, releasing this to the public can actually exacerbate a situation and make this person lose their job. Someone who's innocent, by the way, who's actually, well, as far as I'm concerned, they're innocent. The way that this is established, it's going to make her life hell, at least. Exactly. So right off the bat, this should not have been in the video. This is endangering people's lives. And what people don't realize, even though they're trying to save victims, they're inevitably being victimizers to people like teachers, or even, even if it's like private company, if it's not public, don't release that information. Don't. Leave it out. Public doesn't need to know that, and that could cause a living hell, because a lot of these people get doxxed. They don't just go after the predator. They will go after the family. That's fucked up. This should not have been said. Yeah, let's get a fired or harassed for association with a person you probably didn't know was predatory. Exactly. So right off the bat, huge problem. Very irresponsible.
Was solidified, and I was positive that I had sufficient evidence. I sent that along to Trilogy Media and Courtney Elizabeth to aid in the confrontation.
I got on a Zoom call with Art and Ashton from Trilogy Media and 0 Day. This is serious, it's happening, and it's happening soon. And we did exactly that.
Before we confront Martin for being the child predator that he is, we want to thank the sponsor of this episode, Incogni. Most people are completely unaware.
Don't care.
Your data
Don't care.
move
I
your
don't
mouth.
care.
Use promo code.
I don't care.
It's time to roll. Martin thinks Courtney is a 13-year-old girl named Tristan from San Diego.
It is 0 Day.
And his chat logs with her will make your stomach turn. He asked to meet her in person at the community park in Chula Vista, California at 6 p.m. tonight.
I want you all to keep this in mind. They revealed the city that this is happening in, okay? That's not inherently bad. However, they've had a lot of context on this city. So me, just to kind of give you context on me, Jet Extremis, I live in San Diego County. I am familiar with Chula Vista. This is a city in southern San Diego County. It is not a well-known city for being without crime. Let's put it that way. In different parts of Chula Vista, here and there. But this community park in particular, I know where this is at, and this is pretty well known for having higher amounts of crime. Keep this in mind, okay? Because this will be relevant.
It's almost 6 p.m.
It's almost 6 p.m. and I haven't transitioned back to this.
And Courtney, our decoy, is in place. She's waiting on this bench, texting Martin her exact location. She's wearing a wire and being listened to and watched closely by our team at 2 different nearby vantage points. Her code word is pizza. Once she says it, it's time to move in.
I really hope this creeping fucking piece of shit is not around, snooping around. Any communication with Courtney?
He's on his way out of the parking lot.
Right now?
I guess so.
I'm not in a good spot at all right now. I need to find a fucking spot, okay?
Yeah.
Can you text Courtney and ask her to speak right now?
Yeah. Also check that playground, Sean.
I'm on the fucking playground right now. I'm in this fucking tree hut.
Also, friends, drink water.
Good. Back to childhood, bitch.
Okay, text her to speak right now. Wait for it.
Oh, hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Tell her
Sorry,
yes.
I was taking pictures for him.
Beautiful.
Tell her to look
So
at
he
the
knows we're
red
here.
and yellow house thing directly in front of her on the playground.
Okay. Well, Sean, we have to be on the phone with you all the time.
Okay, good.
Okay. Oh, I can hear both of you guys. I can hear everybody in both ears. Do we have an ETA, a possible ETA?
He left his work parking lot just now, so
we don't know.
But he'll probably want to scope it. So within 30 minutes, I would imagine.
He says he's on 5th Avenue.
He says he's on 5th Avenue, guys. Courtney just said he says he's on 5th Avenue.
I said, are you coming straight to me or home first?
She said
5th Avenue in Chula Vista. Again, keep this in mind.
right now. She just said, are you coming straight to me or home first?
Oh.
It's less than 10 minutes away, so.
He's coming straight here, so
He's coming straight
he's
here,
not
guys.
stopping home anymore.
Okay.
He's not stopping home anymore.
Yeah, of course. He's so fucking horny. There is nothing for him to wait at home, so nothing is waiting for him.
Sean, you're listening for her code word pizza, right?
Pizza, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said, did you ask for permission to go? She's at a wedding reception thing in Vegas. He could be lying. He could be closer than what he's saying, obviously. He could be here right now.
She's looking to her right. She's looking around. Maybe he's nearby.
He's on Park Boulevard and University Ave.
He's close. It's close by.
He said, what if you think I'm ugly?
Oh my god, this fucking creep just said, what did you think?
You're not.
Yeah, he did.
That's it.
What?
He texted her and said, what if you think I'm ugly?
Man, his poor wife.
You only see this shit in the movies.
Yeah, there's some random civilian.
Oh, he's here. He's here.
He's here.
Okay, I see a guy with a cell phone.
My God. Everyone, there's a random civilian in a public park.
On the left, approaching very fast.
Okay, those guy approaching.
There is a guy, the phone was on.
Coming from her left.
Yep.
Okay, quiet.
Her left?
Yep, her left. He's gonna pass you soon. Yep, here we go. Yep, the phone is, yep, that's him. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, boys.
Okay, give her a few minutes.
Hi. I can't believe it. I'm sorry.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, yeah. Not yet. I'm shy. Sorry.
What's up?
No, they didn't.
Oh, well. Did it move? Oh, yeah, it's shaky.
I didn't know it moved until you said on it.
What do you mean, I'm heavy?
No.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm shy. Sorry. I'm good. I can't believe you're here.
It's okay. No big deal.
No big deal.
But I'm shaky.
Why?
Because, you know, it's weird.
True,
Why
it is weird.
We were talking for a while.
I know.
You shouldn't be there,
So how are
bud.
you?
I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah. How are you? Why? I'm a little nervous too. I'm shaky.
Oh my god.
I know.
Actually, this is okay.
What's okay?
This whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just sitting here. It's not weird.
Aren't you cold?
Yeah, I am now. I was really hot earlier, but now I'm cold.
Oh my god.
I got what you mean, bro.
Like the traffic bad.
Today. Oh my god, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Too much.
It's kind of nice though right now, like with the lights and stuff.
Based on the
I don't know.
events
It's like
that
kind of relaxing.
I
right?
watched,
It
it's
is.
it's not staged, but it does feel that way.
What were you thinking?
At least
If you were actually
the
real
decor
and
makes it
coming,
feel staged, which makes
I thought
sense.
you were gonna stand me up.
No, I told you I was coming.
Still,
Yeah.
you can't believe anything. You could have lied. You could have been, because I thought you were like texting me and being like, "Oh, I'm on my way," but then you're like, I actually decided not to come." I was like, "Wow."
Yeah. No, I made it. It's a cool park.
Yeah, you ever been here?
I passed by.
Yeah.
I know there's a place where they play soccer. It's in right across the street, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I just live down there, so.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So what's up?
I don't know. Are you gonna paint my toenails?
Yeah. You got it? You got it?
No. If I did, would you paint them?
Did you do it?
No, I didn't.
You haven't?
No.
Why not?
We never did.
Why?
I don't know.
It
Why
could,
don't you all do it? For
but I guess based on the
For free.
circumstance, this person
Would you
thinks
want to
it's a
cuddle after? No,
13-year-old.
I'm just kidding.
Want me to cut him for you? I mean, yeah.
Cuddle. Not cuddle.
Oh. God, it's cold.
I know. A warm pizza sounds good right now.
You want some?
Kinda.
Where?
I wasn't forced.
I don't know any places.
Don't you make pizza for a living?
I do. I mean, a shitload of pizzas, but at work.
Yeah.
Just inconspicuously hiding in a jungle gym.
Fun.
Lots of them.
Yeah. Chicken parm and pizza are my favorite.
And where's that at? Where is it at?
What?
The pizza.
I don't know. Don't you make them?
Oh, but don't you have a place around here?
Yeah. Do you really want to get pizza?
Sure.
Yeah. We can walk and get some.
Martin.
How
you doing, Martin? Have a seat.
Yeah,
have a seat.
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Don't even give the first initial of his last name. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just fucking don't. Even if that's not his real name, just don't do it.
You good?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Meeting her.
Yeah.
Friend. Well, I met her in the internet.
How old is she?
I'm gonna put some coals on the stove. Just keep.
Can you hear yourself? Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this rolling.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
You're not doing
Want to try
anything
again? You know what happened?
What is it?
You know what happened?
Conversations, I guess?
So you want to try again?
No, sir.
How old is she?
14, 15?
Not 14, 15.
Then
13.
13.
Shit.
Yeah. She's in school, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So you have a wife and kids, right?
I do.
You do? So what are you doing in the park with the 13 years old?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing?
Don't you want to paint your nails?
That's stupid.
That's stupid?
I know, but
I got some icy hot in the car.
no, I'm sorry.
You think it's funny?
No, he's not.
Then stop laughing.
I'm
and
sorry.
talk
I apologize.
truth. You should apologize to her and the rest of humanity. So we got Martin O. Wife's name is. You're 54. You live way Chula Vista. How would your wife find out if feel she found out about this?
Okay, another thing. So they still left the address of where this person lives. Even if they censored everything else out, the city's enough. People can dox on less. So pointing that out, should not have even said the city where this person lives. Not okay. They just narrowed it down.
She's gonna kill him.
You have a son. You have a fucking son. Does that not click? Anything you want to say?
Right off the bat, also, you can see Ashton. I think his name is Ashton. I think Art is the Eastern European gentleman. But he's escalating an already bad situation. I'm not a lawyer. I don't claim that I know the law. I don't know the law as many lawyers, but I can imagine a defense attorney right off the bat is going to have not a good time having to defend people who are probably most likely pieces of shit. This is a bad start.
Where does your wife think you are right now? What did you tell her?
At work.
And did you find, you know, we were talking for over a month and a half. You never stopped to like think like, wow, this is wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, it is fucking wrong.
So why'd you do it?
I want to see your eyes.
It's wrong. I'm sorry. It's fucking wrong.
How many times in the message you said, I can get in trouble for this?
So many fucking...
But your horniness brought you to this park on Tuesday after work, when your wife at home and kids are at home, and you're meeting 13 years old in a park.
You asked her if she watches porn?
Maybe he does need help. Yeah. Yeah, the guy does clearly need help, and he's apologizing. His apologies are just kind of giving off crocodile tears. They don't mean anything to me. He's still acting on it. That's a step too far. There's many steps that are too far. But that they're egging him on, and now this guy's going to be on fight or flight mode. Of course he's going to be apologizing when he gets caught in the act. It's a piece of shit thing to do. However, doesn't mean that the catchers, doesn't mean that they're not supposed to be responsible either. Hide identity and shit and help them. Yeah, that's the other thing about a lot of these channels too, at least that I've watched previously, is they'll be like, oh, you need help, you need help. In a lot of these channels, I think Trilogy Media, to be very fair to them, they actually provide resources so that these predators can find help. However, there are a lot of channels that say, that's not my problem. You need to figure that out. It's a simple Google search. That's also very irresponsible. They need to be able to provide the resources that these people probably couldn't find. There's a huge issue within, well, it's not a huge issue, but it's an issue nonetheless in United States law where if someone goes in and they say, I need help, I'm attracted to this is legally documented and it can go against them. So a lot of these people think that they can't seek help, which, as fucked up as it sounds, kind of have to be real with it. It would cause their midbrain to start functioning more and act on these when they've originally wanted to get help knowing that they have a problem, but there's a whole legal process for it. Now, I don't know the legalities, all the legalities behind it, but that's about as much as I know. So I'm being very much a layman on it. This is a huge problem I had with these. Yep. Doesn't fit entrapment. There's a lot of indictment though. And like, what the fuck? You need to be careful about this. Exactly. So we're not even 20 minutes in to this 1 hour video. And you can see a lot of the problems I'm having with these videos. This is why I cover this shit.
You asked her if she's a virgin? You asked her if she likes to touch herself?
Also, now that I think about it, I think these Preds should have at least have their faces censored. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't have a solid opinion, so I'm just going to go with that. Have their faces censored at least until it goes through a court of law, maybe. Like, I understand the whole point is to make a community aware that this person is a problem. However, this also creates a mob mentality that could get these people and their families attacked. So I'm leaning on the side of you need to censor all that stuff. I get the premise on why they don't censor it, but there's more ethical ways to be able to handle this. Like, to be honest, I'm not entirely against this whole market of catchers. Like, I am. Don't get me wrong. I'm overall against it, but the premise of it, because we have a flawed police state, clearly I'm not a fan of the police, in apprehending these people at a sooner rate, like, that's a problem. And I think people that spend their lives doing this and working in tandem with the police, yeah, maybe you could get paid for it. Fine. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a solid opinion on this. It's something that I think about, and I'm like, I get wishy-washy about it. But overall, I think this content is fairly irresponsible, which is why YouTube has been censoring it, and a lot of these channels have been going to Rumble. If that doesn't tell you a lot, if that does not tell you a lot. In To Catch a Predator, they're convincing the person to commit a clear crime to be able to keep their identity visible, like providing alcohol to a minor. Yeah, that too. Anyway, let's continue.
You asked her if her previous boyfriend got a boner?
I want to see your eyes.
No, sir, please.
Please,
Please,
what?
no, please.
It's too late for please, my friend.
You meeting a kid in the park after dark.
You know,
Also,
you know,
you don't need to wear sunglasses. You don't need to wear sunglasses at night. I know that's a cool song from the 80s, but don't. This is weird.
Here.
I just
I have
don't
a
take
question
that
for you.
seriously.
So, how come 5 minutes ago you weren't crying, but now that you're caught, you're crying? Like, is that when you realized it was wrong? Inappropriate?
He could be stressed.
All the time he was wrong.
Do you know what that can do to a 13-year-old girl's mind? Kind of grooming her. You're teaching her about really weird sexual things that she probably shouldn't know about.
Send a pic. One
Yes.
with bra and
Okay.
undies
Thank
on.
you, Prawn.
LOL.
So Epic Prawn just said, it's also really fortunate that these guys that this man doesn't realize he can just get up and leave whenever he wants. So that's what I've noticed with a lot of these channels. I recently watched another Skeeter Gene one, which I'm not going to get into that. Had a lot of criticisms. But when these people ask if they're being detained, they purposely don't answer the question and they redirect it. So these people aren't being detained. They can leave whenever they want. However, they're never going to let people know that, so that they keep on the pressure, which is going to add more to that fight or flight mode. Also, they don't know if this person has a weapon on them. Just saying.
Take one live, not from library. You don't have to wear makeup. Natural is better. Much
could
better.
feel
You look
true
gorgeous.
guilt.
How's your homework?
I think it's just a lot of it is an escalation of the stress
Do you
of being
realize
caught too.
how big time you just got fucked? Your life is now gonna be the same. From coming to this fucking park to meet 13 years old, somebody else's daughter. That's somebody else's kid.
We got plenty of time from 5 to 8
Hey,
or
John
9
with
to have
Blues,
fun.
thank you for the follow.
Just give me 1 hour.
Welcome in, welcome
Isn't
in.
it, Ash?
I'm here to make you feel good. Don't be shy. Do you smoke weed? Drink? I love kissing. I can kiss for hours.
No, okay, it's
Yeah.
No, it's not okay.
Yeah, you can't stand hearing what you said, can you?
You're gonna hear
Welcome
every
in,
fucking
friend.
word of this, my friend. They look yummy. Looks like you have beautiful lips.
Why are you telling a 13-year-old girl that she has beautiful lips and they look yummy?
I'm so fucking sorry.
I don't know the legalities on this part, but Ashton is being very heavy on being like, I'm going to read this whole fucking thing. They did share fake pics. Okay, good. And Ashton is adding a lot of pressure to this guy. I think you could consider this harassment and being like, nah, fuck you, dude. I'm going to read this entire thing just to kind of add on to it. Because the purpose here is to humiliate them. Let's be real. It's for humiliation purposes.
And you said that you're a great long kisser, that you can kiss for a long time? You saying this to somebody else's fucking daughter who is 13?
Oh my god. Please,
What is
I'm
fucking
sorry.
wrong with you?
I'm so sorry.
It's not sorry.
Fuck.
You're sorry because you got caught. You
Yeah,
weren't sorry
that's
5
the only
minutes
way.
ago.
I wasn't fucking
You
doing
weren't sorry
anything.
a
I
month
wasn't
and a
gonna
half
do
ago.
anything.
We have it
No,
all right.
really?
No,
But you're
So
here.
what is it? You're gonna read her a book? You're gonna help her
come
with
on,
mathematics?
no, I'm not
With the
going
history? With the
anywhere.
geography?
I'm not going anywhere with her.
Really?
So that
She
means
was
it
gonna
okay
get some
then?
pizza, that's it.
You never try to touch yourself?
Situation
Wanna
is being
try it out?
escalated.
Are you in your room?
No
You
one's
wanna
trying
do
to calm
now?
it down.
So just because you weren't going anywhere with her, that makes it okay for talking sexual with her for a month and a half?
No.
How many other girls are you talking to right now?
It's all wrong.
Don't fucking lie to me. How many girls are you talking to right now?
I need to reiterate what this guy is doing. It's a piece of shit move. There's no apology for it. But you have to also remember, It's probably not also about being caught. This guy, his family's going to know about what's going on. So his family life is going to be ruined. Probably his job is susceptible, which, you know what, I don't want to get into that, whether or not he deserves to lose his job for what he's doing. That's not my business. This guy knows that his life is over. So it's more than just being caught. Like, he knows he did something egregious, and it is. It's egregious. It's disgusting. But there's a lot more than just being like, you're just crying because you got caught. It's like, no, my life is fucking over. Like, shit like that. There needs to be better ways to provide resources so that people like this can get help.
This is not your first time, huh?
No,
it's not your first time. It's not your first time.
Not with somebody like her.
You mean a child?
No.
So if this wasn't your first time, why was it so easy for you to come and meet this child if this wasn't your first time? Or if this was your first time?
You fucked.
Yeah.
You fucked. We're going to your house.
No.
Oh yeah, fuck. Oh yeah, we're going to your house. We're gonna talk to your wife. Wife?
Either you
Nope. No. Fucking no. We're going to go to your house and tell your wife. So that's crossing a line. That is ultimately threatening this person. This is harassment. This is not okay. This is not okay. You never threaten people with that. It's already bad enough that you've been invasive with finding, you know, you're already revealing on YouTube that this person's wife works here, that they live here, they live in this city. But to threaten that you're going to their house, this is a step too far. This is very irresponsible. So it's easy as crosses the line. You're fucked, bro. Why are you doing this shit? Yeah.
Ask or we know who the fucking evil husband is.
Escalation back here.
Please what?
Please what?
How old is your son?
I got a 14-year-old.
You have a 14-year-old.
You're
so
trying to have sex with a girl.
No.
Me.
We have the
Don't
transcripts.
fucking bullshit me.
I'm gonna feel you
chilling you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I'm gonna kill you.
Clipboard, you piece of shit.
I'm gonna.
Yep, cool. So this is why I have a problem with these channels too. They claim that this is for documentary purposes, but what they're doing is escalating a situation to get a rile out of this guy. And it's going to get more views. It's just how it goes. It's entertainment. Well, detriment entertainment. But it entertains people. For this to be a documentary, this is pretty biased. Just saying.
And I make you feel good? With what? With geography?
No, I'm sorry.
With what you want to make feel good at 13 years old daughter?
I had this app for a long time. I come here in and out. I bet you do. Well, how about we get out of here and continue with each other? Good morning, beautiful.
Do you know?
You can do a lot of things with pasta. Good lord, the fucking imagery.
Do you know that I am an immigrant? And you know,
what relevant is you being an immigrant?
Blessed that you're in America. If you would be in my country, which is Eastern Europe,
We've dead by now.
yeah, you'll be fucking dead by now. There is no prosecution. There is no calling police. There is community execution for creeps and predators like you are.
So what? So what? What relevance is that to the situation? Yeah, the guy's doing a piece of shit thing. He's in the United States, so he's not going to get killed. But what he's describing is a mob mentality. Community, I guess. That's the way that he phrased it. But it's a mob mentality. You think that doesn't happen in the United States? Okay. Hashtag blessed?
You alive right now because you're in this beautiful country. We'll see how is your inmate.
Oh, Prod, I think they're referring to the video.
Coming to the fucking park after dark to talk to 13 years old. So your mind was saying,
seriously,
right,
should they inform about lynching?
I should not do it, I should not do it. But your dick, your horniness brought you to this park.
Your horniness brought you here.
Do you think you have a problem?
Perhaps, I'm not.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
How would you feel if somebody tried to lure your 14-year-old son out here?
Bad?
I see hot on his cock. How would that feel?
For a month and a half, texting you.
Oh, gotcha. My bad. To the stand your ground message. Yeah, I forgot.
Your son, hey, you in school right now? When do you get out? How would you feel? Some man tried to lure your son out here to take advantage of him. Bad, yeah.
Do you know how it feels? You like playing with things, LOL? What else do you like to play with? I'll let you play with me.
You're absolutely sick in your head.
I know. And you know what else is bad? Is your wife is a fucking isn't she?
Stop. Your significant other is a blank. You do not put that in the video. Come on.
You know how that's going to reflect on her?
Oh, there is no place. Your wife is not.
She has nothing to do with it.
Oh, she has everything to do with that.
It affects the people you love.
I know.
It's not her fault, but she's...
No. She lived with that monster for how many years? How long you guys been married? A long time, huh? Well...
What do you have to say for yourself? I hear a lot of crying and bullshit and coward nonsense, but do you actually want to say something?
I mean, this is your opportunity to explain.
Explain yourself. Or...
This is your opportunity to explain. Obviously, your time to explain, as we've been actually taking the time to harass you and make you feel worse, and rather than having an unbiased point of view and actually listening to want to say, what we want to actually do is further vilify you and make you feel like a bigger piece of shit and eventually put your family in it. Hope the channel gets taken down. I don't care what else they do. It's 2 to 3 works of dangerous precedent and potential misinfo. Yeah. That's the sad part. Like, this particular video, I'm like, it should, at least the video should be taken down. Because this is disgusting. And their later videos, I think they've learned from the comment section on this video to handle this more responsibly and actually have police involved. Now, whether or not this should be a thing, I don't even want to get into it. Whether this should be on YouTube, I don't want to get into it. I'm just saying that they handle it more responsibly. And that's it.
Or apologize to somebody. Somebody's mother.
You guys, I'm saying I'm sorry, but you guys don't want to accept any of my apologies at all. Because that's stupid. I have done.
Apologize to me.
Explain.
What do you want me to explain?
Do you need a doctor?
Not on this fucking bench.
I walk over here.
Yeah, fucking obviously you didn't fly with Elon Musk from the Mars.
How did you get to the point where you were talking to a 13-year-old?
I don't know,
Agreed.
man. I don't know.
You do know.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You messaged her first. What the hell you mean you don't know?
You're stupid, I guess. Just fucking dumb thing to do. You guys have no intentions to do anything. It's okay if you don't believe.
You say that shit, it's gonna make this a lot worse.
It's okay.
It's not okay. Not according to the...
Why is it going to make it a lot worse? Like, look, I don't believe this guy either. When he says that I wasn't going to do anything, I don't believe him. However, when you say, how can you say that? You're going to make this a lot worse. How? How is that going to make that a lot worse for him? I'm very close to giving free advice to people who get hassled by these channels, and I hate saying that because these people are creeps who need help, and law enforcement needs to be involved. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think there needs to be access to resources. I get what you're saying, Prawn. I just don't know if I entirely agree with that. But because, I mean, these channels, ironically, are very predatory in what they do. Although I also just don't believe in helping the person that's doing these acts, like helping them. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I'd rather just have the resources provided so that way there's an opportunity. And I think these channels need to start doing that because they have people that pred and that watch their channels. They know this too. I don't believe him that he wouldn't respond for advances, but also dude didn't come out intending on anything. He was seeing what would be allowed. Yeah.
I don't fucking want to believe anything I say.
So why you tell us the fucking truth? This is what you said?
What do you want me to say?
Answer for this!
Okay, you
Answer for this!
read it.
Answer for it!
You fucking read it.
I read it. I'll read it again.
Yeah, we saw it.
I'm gonna read it too.
Let's just get the shit done with.
Wow, look.
Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true.
No, it's not braveness, bro.
It's fucking cowardice, buddy.
No, it's not.
Don't call me bro. I'm not your bro.
Sorry, I apologize.
I'm not part of.
Sorry, I apologize.
Don't call me bro.
You don't even seem remorseful. You know, you say I'm sorry, but that's a word. It's not a feeling. You don't seem remorseful at all.
But I'm fucking done. I'm dead.
You're dead? Exactly. Thank you. Because you got busted and you're realizing how fucked up and stupid things you just done.
You're not apologizing.
You walked in.
Don't use colloquial sweats.
But meanwhile, you told her, I've been watching these Predators, and you refer like.
Again, I don't want to apologize for this guy. I really don't. But the dude has been covering his face. He slammed his hand into the bench. That's a concrete bench. I don't know where these guys are getting at. You're sad because you're busted, dog. There's more to it than that. Yeah, Art, the guy in the sunglasses. Yeah, he's very much antagonizing. See, this is what I mean. This is why I think that defense lawyers would have a fucking field day with this.
Please give me a line. How did he refer about being predators? Yeah. Older guys who meet with younger girls because you didn't want to say predator. You are a fucking predator.
You're supposed to be a role model to your son.
I know.
Well, you know what? Son always can go visit, right? Daddy in a prison.
Well, you got a lot of debts to repay here, and the first one is going to be to your wife, so I want you to get her on the phone.
No.
On the phone, or I will. I'm not fucking around with you.
Martin,
No. Threatening to call her. First off, I want to make this clear. That is not your place. That is not your place to call these people. Even if someone needs to know, that is not your place. Because you aren't trained to do that. Authorities, as much as I don't care about the authorities, like it or not, they are. They are trained to let the family know of this situation. It might not happen in the timely manner that you want it, but they are trained to do so. You can escalate a situation. You can victimize people, and you can put them in danger. I don't care how much this guy sucks. I don't. But you are acting as a victimizer when you do that. You do not put people in that situation. You need to be responsible about that. Point, you have claims of extortion. Extortion is coercion. Yes, that's true. Yeah, this is extortion. Why couldn't they stick to glitter bombing scam callers? Yeah, seriously. This guy has claims of extortion. Yes, they're definitely putting some sort of blackmail on him. Hey, if you don't call him, we will. How do you feel about that? This is so... I'm going to be using the word irresponsible a lot in this video. Thankfully, this channel has learned from that. They have learned that they should not be making these calls to these people's families. They're not trained to do that. They should not be doing that. Did they learn a little bit too late? I would say yes.
you should call your wife.
No, you will call your wife, or we're going to come to your house.
Please,
nope.
I mean, who do you want her to hear it from?
You will call your wife, or else we're going to come to your house. Blackmail is saying XY or else I'll do illegal action Z. Extortion is saying XY or I'll do illegal action Z. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's fair. Fair. Then, yes, this is extortion. This isn't blackmail. What they're doing is, if they do call her, that's not illegal. Fair enough. Fair.
You or somebody else?
You want this to be done in front of your son or here via It's up to you.
Call your wife.
Please, man.
You need to call your wife. You need to open up. If there is anything man besides your dick left inside of you, have those balls that you put that hot and cold packs. Call your wife, let her know what you've done, and tell her that she better start packing because you're going to prison.
No, you were a man 10 minutes ago when you showed up here.
Yep, you did a man move.
I'm sorry.
Your dick led directly to the trap.
Yeah,
what's a different one?
Man. Just tell her.
You have a number. Why did you call her?
You want me to call her?
We'll call her right now.
Don't call her.
I have no.
Oh.
It's like that. You can't even face yourself.
Wow, I thought those balls that brought him to this park were so big.
Too much icy hot, they melted off.
Yeah, probably. Kind of like a little bit disappointing me. Like I said, I was hoping you won't show up. I was hoping that there is any...
I'm fucking disappointed myself too, fucking idiot.
I was hoping in my side that there is anything gonna wake you up and gonna say, hey Martin, you know what? Fuck this, it's not worth it.
He's freaking out about that, but he doesn't want to do it. So I think, do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Also, cops aren't coming
He doesn't want to do it. Do you want to do it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Like, he gets a thrill out of this.
because they're like busy, and I got a detective's number though, so.
They're not coming?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I heard they were being dispatched.
They were being dispatched, but then they decided not to.
This is why I mentioned, keep in mind, the city of Chula Vista. So now dispatch isn't coming to the scene where they've put their sting operation. Chula Vista has a pretty high crime rate. Again, I'm not a fan of cops, but a lot of the time there's more, for lack of a better word, pressing matters. When it comes to this type of content, they don't know. The police don't know how these channels conduct their sting operations. So they don't really have a basis to go off of. As far as they know, this is hearsay. And there's things that can take more precedent. Now later, you'll find out that they're getting pissed off that the police aren't there fast enough after they call 3 times. But man, oh, I roasted them in the comments too. Well, it wasn't that bad of a roast, but definitely constructive criticism, for lack of a better word. But if the cops have to deal with emergencies, I hate to say this, those take precedent. And I think it's a 1 in 314 chance that you'll deal with crime happening to you in Chula Vista, which is a failure on the community. But man, like they just can't, they don't prepare for this, and they expect them to drop everything on a whim. And now they're mad that they didn't prepare enough.
Yeah.
All right. I can try calling him. I'll try calling him. I'm not going to be nice about it.
They told me if we call again to call non-emergency, by the way. I'll call his wife, but my phone's about to die, but I will.
Okay, how much battery do you have?
Like 5%.
Yeah, you can use my phone.
Okay.
So they're just straight up not coming?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of disappointing.
You're gonna have a lot of time in prison to think about why would you show up in this park today. You're gonna have plenty of time. And trying
yeah, the police have nothing to go off of.
Reach San Diego emergency. Se ha comunicado con la línea de emergencia de San Diego. When the dispatcher answers, please be ready to give your address, phone number, and the reason for your call.
She deserves to know who her husband is, wouldn't you agree?
And why he's not at home right now.
Exactly. You're caring for your children and her. Instead, you're caring for someone else's children.
Yes, hi, I am at... one of my...
Stop. Stop. Don't even give out your location. Don't do it. You've already exposed where this guy lives. The guy also said that he walked there. Come on, man. Come on.
My associates just called in requesting officer assistance for a man that was here to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex and was told that the cops are not coming, and I want to know what the fuck is going on.
You can take your time, but
you're in Chula Vista. That's what's going on.
You're at least over that, right? Wouldn't you agree? Yes or no? Yeah.
Thank you.
That would show us that you're not only sorry because you were caught.
Mm-hmm.
It would show you taking a little bit of accountability for your actions.
I'll keep that in mind.
This past month and a half.
Are you there with the suspect now?
Yes, I am sitting there and I need officer assistance immediately.
You have to face your own mistakes. You have to face your own...
What is your name?
My name is Ashton Bingham.
Ashley Bingham?
Ashton, A-S-H-T-O-N, Bingham. I'm at the...
I was sitting in the car for 1 hour, wishing he would not show up.
You were texting me on the whole way here, Martin.
I know. I did. I'm not denying that.
How do you know it was him? Did he send a photo?
I have every piece of transcript printed and ready to go. I have corroborating evidence of what he said when he got here. I have everything.
You didn't even show up early.
Yeah. Juxtaposition.
To make sure there is no cop sitting.
Okay, we'll be out there as soon as possible, okay?
Okay, please put an urgency on this. This guy's preying on a lot of 13-year-old and under girls. So I don't know if you have kids, but I know you guys are busy, but please make this happen.
Yep, well, I made it.
He's preying on a lot of kids. You don't know that. Listen, I understand. If someone's willing to show up to a scene, there's a chance. I get it. But don't make statements that potentially aren't true.
There's a priority call, okay, for a valid child molestation, and we'll see which Your officer can be assigned to get over there as soon as possible, okay?
Thank you very much.
You guys have their number. Call them.
Take off the sunglasses.
Excuse me.
Yep. Please, Tristan, do the honors.
Maybe one of these three, they're probably doing.
Okay. Oh, that's
Can you just get the camera away from me, please?
Absolutely not.
We're filming for safety reasons, so that way you can't
I
hurt us.
identify as a camera, so fuck yourself.
Nah, fuck you! Fuck you! Oh! Fuck! I don't even want to get into the social aspect of what he just said, but I identify as a camera, so fuck you. Fucking God. That's the other thing about these channels is you can really figure out their political leanings. I know a lot of these channels have a lot of QAnon conspirators who are followers. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck you! I'm calm. Don't worry, friends. I'm calm. That's the least of your concern whether or not I'm calm, but fuck that. That's disgusting.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Well, I'm overage, so technically that would be alright, but you wouldn't know about that, would you?
Yeah, he's a little too old for you, Martin.
I don't know.
It's not your category. He's too old. Yeah, he's old. Yeah.
I'm a little plump, and I don't like a KY or whatever it's called. What is it called? ICI?
She didn't answer.
Fix?
No. So you can save us the trouble. I have a few numbers here. You want to confirm it, or we can just get in the car and go to your house right now? What does the phone number end in, Martin?
You know everything.
What does the phone number end in, Martin?
You know what?
Answer my fucking question.
I won't answer you anymore.
Okay, I'm going to your house.
Hello?
Yeah, all right.
First of all, you are in
go to your
no
house.
position to have authority right
You're the
now.
one snapping at me, insulting me.
Yeah, you fucking deserve it, you piece of shit. Stop snapping back at me. I'm gonna ruin your fucking life for what you just did. So go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, they
I'm not
sure
taking
would.
that stupid shit from a piece of shit coward like you. Shut your fucking mouth.
What do you think about right now, Martin?
If you want him to shut his mouth, why are you asking him questions? Listen, the whole point, this isn't a documentary, excuse me, god damn. This is total harassment at this point, what Prawn just said.
I'm so fucking stupid.
So why are you smart-mouthing off to him?
I'm so
It's incredible.
Because Ashton is the one escalating the situation. This guy's being overtly antagonized. He's going to overtly antagonize back. That's why he's smart-mouthing off to him. Everyone's smart-mouthing at this point. Fuck, this guy identified as a camera. That's not smart-mouthing? Come on. Yeah, this isn't about catching someone. This isn't about getting a person convicted. This is about hurting the real... this is about hurting the person real time. That's the thing, too, with a lot of these pred catchers. Like I said, there's a big market for it right now on Rumble. Surprise, surprise. But a lot of these people, they do this not as a sense of justice, but vengeance. So a lot of these channels that I've seen, they talk about their own stories and about how they were molested or they were sexually assaulted in some sort of point. So a lot of it comes off as revenge, so that they're trying to pick a fight. This is totally harassment. They're trying to pick a fight. They're trying to antagonize this guy. Yeah, this guy's a piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. However, two things that these channels need to realize. Listen, hot take. What this guy is doing, he should not have been at the park. He should not have texted this person the things that he was texting. He should not be doing any of these things. However, what people need to realize, this is going to be hard to take in. Like it or not, they're still human. Like it or not, they're still human. This is a person with a family who's being publicly exposed with hundreds of thousands of views. They need to take responsibility in understanding the human aspect of this. Not the crime, just the human aspect of this. This is why I respected Chris Hansen, because he was level-headed. It came off as though he was trying to get an understanding of what's going on. He asked hard-hitting questions, but he did not antagonize the situation. But I need to re-emphasize, there's a human aspect to this. Subhuman things that they're doing, but they're still human. You need to handle this responsibly.
Incredible. But you're only sorry because you got caught.
You came up here, you were so excited. You tried hugging me right away.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah.
You tried putting your hands on someone else's kid right away.
You know, it would be a great question to find out if you're a really good kisser. You probably need to ask your wife. Because according to you, you fucking kissed for so long and so good. Let's see if, you know, when your wife was the last time kissed by you.
Hey, listen, if you don't care about like meeting up with a child for, you know, sexual intentions, you are still cheating on your wife, and your wife, child involved or not, deserves to know that you're at least cheating
Chris
on
Hansen
her.
has fucked up before.
So you should probably, you know, tell your wife, because you have so many skeletons in your closet. You're not only cheating on her, but you're cheating on her with a minor. You're on it.
Okay, does the family probably need to know that this person is a predator? Yes. Not from them. Not from them. They shouldn't be the ones to let them know. Let authorities do that. The cheating aspect, I have to be fair to this guy. Not your fucking business. That's not your fucking business to expose that. You don't know what's going on in the household. I really need to make this clear. He shouldn't be doing this. He shouldn't be doing this. However, when it comes to the cheating aspect, cheating alone, let's just go off that basis. Cheating in a vacuum, it's not your business. Sorry, it's not. It's not up to you to let someone else know that. Maybe if you know the person directly and you have like a bond with them, okay, sure. But you got to be careful with that cheating stuff. That could get someone killed. I'm just saying. Infidelity is not a crime unless you're in the U.S. military. Yeah. New technology has spawned so many quote-unquote journalists that have zero journalistic standards. True. Yeah, what if this guy is being abused in the household regarding cheating specifically? Yeah, exactly. You don't know what's going on. You don't know. You don't know. And it's not your responsibility to let someone else know. And don't take responsibility. More often than not, that escalates situations. It can sometimes trigger more abuse. Let's continue.
Hookup apps. So why are you hiding this from her? Why don't you tell her? Don't you feel bad?
Big fucking time fucked up.
Also, Martin, just to put another little bug in your ear, I know there are many already. You know, we're not just, not to toot our own horns or anything, but the people around you are not just a couple of, you know, basement dwellers that happen to have a video camera. Between all of us here, we have several million people all over the internet that actually
in this context,
follow what we do.
Yeah, I advocate for that too. 100% advocate for not taking responsibility in this context. Yeah, even with the child predatory thing, don't take responsibility for that. Let the people who are trained to take responsibility take responsibility. Now, there's problems with cops and their training, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean the general authorities don't know what the fuck they're doing either. Saying fuck the haters in their YouTube comments. Yeah, I'm going to get to that later.
Do and watch everything that we do. So everything that you're saying and doing throughout this entire thing is going to be broadcast to more people than NBC gets viewed on a Friday night primetime. So just keep that in mind. You know, your answers, your actions, your decisions.
You're not helping.
Impact the rest of your life in the next 3 minutes.
That's why we're trying to give you an opportunity to explain yourself, to say anything, so that.
It's going to impact your life? Dog, no shit. Oh, there's more I had to say to that, but hold on. Let me go back to that. I have to get back to my thought. And if I lose it, I'm sorry.
You know, we're not just, not to toot our own horns or anything, but...
You are tooting your own horn. Yeah, this channel is very self-aggrandizing. Just want to say that.
We were not just a couple of, you know, basement dwellers that happen to have a video camera. Between all of us here, we have several million people all over the internet that actually follow what we do and watch everything that we do. So everything that you're saying and doing throughout this entire thing is going to be broadcast to more people than NBC gets viewed on a Friday night primetime. So just keep that in mind. You know, your answers, your actions, your decisions could greatly impact the rest of your life in the next 3 minutes.
They're going to greatly impact your life in the next 3 minutes. So I want to understand, how is anything he says going to make the situation better? Tell me, Ashton, how is that going to make it better? What you're saying is, yeah, your life is fucked up. You might as well be honest. But every time that you have attempted to be honest, allegedly, I don't think this guy's being completely honest, but every time he attempts in being honest, you're going to escalate the situation. So what the fuck do you mean?
That's why we're trying to give you an opportunity to explain yourself, to say anything so that society doesn't fill it in for you. This is your chance, man. Like,
No, I'm sorry what I did. I wasn't thinking right. This is very fucking dumb.
Yep, it's dumb.
What are you going to do to fix it? That's what I want to know.
asked myself over and over.
Yo, what? You saying what?
I asked myself over and over if I should come or not.
And anything...
I had doubt so many fucking times.
You doubted yourself, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
they were escalating no matter what he says.
Fucking idiot.
Was it really worth it, Martin?
No, it's not worth it at all.
I cannot see.
Not worth it at all.
Boom! No! Wee woo, wee woo. He just took off his hat. Wow. Technically touched him. Am I right in that? Like, maybe it's not assault, but he definitely took off his hat. He made contact with this person. Man, the defense is going to have a fucking field day with this video. Yeah, Mule, please correct me if I'm incorrect on that point. But I don't think taking that hat off was the most appropriate thing to do. I could see defense lawyers being like, look, see? See? They're just antagonizing this guy. Like, this is harassment. Be a potential robber. Oh, it would for sure be in California, as far as I know. As far as I know, it would be. But I'm not gonna claim that solidly, so take it for what it's worth.
Oh,
I can't see it. No,
give him a sec, give him a sec. But I do want to see your face, because you say you're sorry, you say you're remorseful. I
Dude,
hear you
I don't
crying.
see any tears.
I don't see you.
But that set off
crying, man.
alarms in my head when I saw that.
It's Hollywood, huh?
I apologize.
Don't tell that to him.
Why are you sorry to him?
What? Him? What?
Why are you laughing?
That's who you want to bang today? Him?
No,
All right.
no, come on.
His nice
Shut
lips.
I mean, they're pretty nice.
They're pretty nice lips.
Yeah.
Say that.
Dude, I feel bad for your son, man.
I know.
I didn't get to grow up with my father. You're raising your kid, and this is the example you're setting?
I know.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Please, no.
Please what?
Please what?
Sorry.
Please what?
That's what I was thinking.
you
It could
for
be considered
doing
assault.
all these
He didn't
stupid
knock it
things.
But does
off,
that make
technically,
it-
right? I don't
How about
know.
you look in the
I
camera
don't
and
know.
apologize to every traumatized minor in this country that gets molested and raped every single day by people like you? Go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. It's a very dumb thing to do. It's just very stupid, not worth it. That's a hard problem.
She's either going to answer or it's going to go to voicemail. Either one, we're going to talk. Give you a chance to say what you want to say.
Maybe she can just voicemail.
Oh, I will. I just want to give him a chance to speak. And
Okay.
if not, she'll listen to it later.
Yep.
You can tell her.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for your awesome permission.
Automatic voice message system.
Too busy taking care of the kids?
Don't even give the area code. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't give... Man, I have a lot of shit that I need to censor. Don't give the area code. Man, come on. Come on. What are you doing? Fuck faces.
Not available.
You said your wife has a heart problem, dude? Fucking kidding me.
All right, that's the voicemail. I got Martin here.
What basis do you have to believe that his wife doesn't have a heart problem? What basis do you have to believe that? Like, maybe he's just saying things, but why risk it?
Here, what do you want to say? He's sitting here sulking like a little bitch, but, you know, I know he wants to say something. No? Okay, I'll let the 13-year-old girl he just tried to meet tell you what's going on.
Hi, your husband was kind of sting operation trying to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex. They've been having a sexually explicit conversation on Badoo and Kick and various other hookup apps for about a month and a half. So he's in quite the situation right now, and I'm really sorry to be the one to inform you about this, but I felt like you had the right to know who you're actually living with, and it's a little concerning since you do have a 14-year-old in the house. All right, thank you. Bye.
Very well said.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to be fair, that he was putting his hands toward him. He made contact with his hat, so yeah, this is a guy that I don't want to defend. Like, as Mjolk was saying, like, this is the dude that we don't want to defend, but this could work in his favor.
And that's only message number 1 out of 69 that we're gonna leave right now. And we are
1 of 69? Nice!
Are going to your house. And we are gonna knock on on your house door. You are sick and you need help. You need a doctor. Your balls and your dick, your testicles should be cut off.
Slow down there, bud. Slow down. Slow down there. Let's not talk about mutilation.
He's lucky I'm not president.
I'm not a fucking predator.
So what do you call yourself then? A guy who comes to...
stupid idiot.
An idiot. So only an idiot comes to meet a child in the middle of the night in the park?
I don't think you realize the severity of this. You could have ruined a child's life tonight.
No.
Yeah, you could have.
No, this is completely unacceptable. Does your sergeant have fucking children? What is your sergeant's name?
Well, do you want me to have a sergeant call you?
Abso-fucking-lutely I do.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Right now, please. Immediately. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, fuck. What happened? So dispatch called me back.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shut. Oh, they're not coming. We didn't prepare for this. We didn't let the authorities know in San Diego. We didn't look up any of the San Diego laws about this type of thing. I can't believe they haven't shown up. Let me care in this. I want to talk to your sergeant. Let me talk to a manager. Ashton, shut the fuck up, man.
And said that Sergeant Fuckface says that they're not going to dispatch on this call, and they want me to go to some fucking website.
Be responsible in preparing. Let me change this back. Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot, but be responsible when preparing for a sting. Be responsible in how you confront the predator. Be responsible in how you talk to the cops. Be responsible when you're making documentation. Okay, let me explain an idea in U.S. law as well. Law enforcement has immunity if they have a reasonable suspicion that a crime was committed. Yes. Let's just keep it. Keeps getting worse. It does. All right.
And I'm gonna tear him a new fucking asshole.
But
Why?
the fact that you don't care about what you did, you're only upset because your
things aren't
wife is
happening
gonna
the way
find
that you
out.
want it when you didn't prepare
Martin.
for it. Okay.
You don't care. Show me your tears.
He's calling me.
These crocodile tears means nothing.
Yeah, you have to be sure.
And he don't even...
And even then, I don't know if you're speaking of you have to be sure in terms of like the citizens doing this or being the cop. I'm assuming you mean being the cop, but yeah, they don't have a reasonable basis. This is all hearsay.
Have one.
Perfect. All right, answer, Martin.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Who's this?
Hi, we run an
They called the wife. They called the wife.
organization that catches online predators, and we run documentaries on it. And Martin here was caught up in a sting operation trying to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex.
What?
Yeah, he's in front of us right now, refusing to call his wife and tell exactly why he showed up after dark, after doing his shifts at his work, to meet with 13-year-old kid that he'd been texting sexually and asking for naked pictures for.
I keep pausing all the time. I'm sorry. I'm also not sorry because there's so many things going on that I have a problem with. And I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. And Trilogy Media is never going to watch this, but if they did, do not take responsibility in calling someone else who is also a victim. Do not do that. Do not do that. That is not your place. You are not trained for it. You should not be doing this. In fact, we're going to see later, this is going to escalate a situation. They are not going to handle it well. And Ashton, the guy in the glasses, he's going to escalate it by essentially talking condescendingly to the wife, who's in shock by this information. They're going to escalate it. You're not trained to do this. You're not comforting this person. It's not your place. It's not your place. Like this person that they're calling, she's going to threaten unaliving. And they're going to be like, no, don't do that. It's like, well, you shouldn't have brought it to that point. It should have been you in the first place. Trilogy Media. God, I don't want to hate these guys right now. I really don't. For the most part, I like what these guys do in terms of scam baiting. Man, this is hard to defend. Who I should be going after is the predator. I should be going after the predator. Not in a sting operation, mind you, but this is so egregious. This is so irresponsible. Why are you doing this? Other than views, obviously for views. I know the answer, chat, who hasn't corrected me on the answer, but I know the answer. And this is the part where chat does the correction anyway.
Month and a half. She's right now crying.
He's asked for child porn from her. He's asked multiple times to meet up with her. And tonight he finally went through with it.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. I don't know what you're talking about.
Martin?
Is your husband's name Martin?
Uh-huh.
Okay, your husband. Then your husband. Listen for a sec. Your husband is a child predator. He is in the park right now, expecting to get sex from a 13-year-old girl.
God!
Do you understand what I'm saying?
You fucking prick. You're a fucking prick. I'm sorry, dude. You're a prick.
I'm just saying, do you want to know about this? Because it's your husband and you have a 14-year-old kid.
Here,
talk to him.
I'll hold the phone. Okay.
Whoa, she doesn't care.
What do you mean she doesn't care?
She doesn't.
She's in shock! She doesn't know what the fuck is going on! What do you mean she doesn't care? Oh, she doesn't know what's going on! And you're gonna talk down to her! And you're gonna vilify her! You're a victimizer! You guys are victimizers! What do you mean? Oh, no. No, it was a joke. It was a joke, Milk. It was a bad joke. Just dismiss it. But, oh my god! I was just joking and yes, I'm going to explain the joke and saying like, why are you doing this? And saying, well, it's for the views. And then chat would say, it's for the views. Like, just to do it ironically.
Oh, she
So
will.
why don't you tell her?
Yeah, you need
I'm going to.
So call
I mean, she'll see it. She'll see it anyway.
You want? I'm gonna call her back. You gonna talk to her or no? I'm gonna hold the phone.
I think you need to call from your phone.
Milk, I told you not to correct me on it. Come on, chat. I know this is a very serious thing, but I need to make it a little lighthearted in some areas. Should be fired, possibly behind bars. Well, unfortunately, he's one of the founders of this. So, he definitely escalated this. I don't know about behind bars, but he definitely needs to learn from this. I think he has. I'm going to be charitable to him. But I get what you mean, Prawn. Don't you worry.
Call from your phone.
Yeah.
Wasting time here.
Yeah.
Todo lo que te dijeron es verdad.
Speakerphone.
English, please.
Todo lo que te dijeron es verdad.
¿Aló?
Todo lo que te dijeron es verdad.
English.
¿Qué? ¿Dónde estás?
En el parque, I'm sorry.
Fuck. Acabo de echar a perder nuestra vida y la tuya.
We didn't lie to you.
Yeah.
We didn't lie to you. We told you.
Martín. Martín.
Aquí estoy.
I'm sorry.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if it's the editors that learned or he learned.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. That's
Because
your
the
husband,
way
or at
that
least was
Trilogy
pretending to
Media
be your husband.
reacted to this, I don't know.
We so. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. May I speak to you?
Just now.
Just right now.
It's been going on for months, but he's finally caught.
What do you mean from what?
Please.
I can.
Please, maybe you can.
The girl that he's talking to is right here. Go ahead.
He hit up a 13-year-old, an alleged 13-year-old girl on an app, a hookup app called Badoo, and then they switched to Kick.
Okay, where are you? I have to be on my way there. Where are you?
No, no, vengas, mira.
We're at the
Community
They're gonna-
Park.
They're gonna lock me up, so once they don't come over.
Well, hold on.
They're gonna lock me up, so don't come over. Yeah, they didn't. They're not cops, and the guy doesn't know that. They're not letting him know that he's not detained and that he can leave at any time. Yeah.
Community Park in North Park.
Ma'am, we're gonna give you exact location.
I'll text you the address.
Just want to say, North Park is a different city in Chula Vista, or not in Chula Vista, in San Diego. What do you mean for months? She doesn't know they're talking about one incident. Yeah, dude wasn't aware this is a civilian operation. They're never gonna let him know. He's not gonna know until the cops talk to him.
Yes.
Please.
No, we're gonna help her.
At least the cops in this video, spoiler alert, they let the guy know he's not being detained, but they still have to see his ID.
We're gonna.
Please.
I'm.
Please.
Please what?
There is no police. You're not gonna get. No,
Yep,
please.
See?
No,
See?
please.
Did you hear that? She just threatened that she's going to unalive herself in that moment. Yeah, it's like they shouldn't have called her. I know, right? Cops know his rights? Like, it's a bad statement where I'm like, yo, the cops they actually do their job responsibly in these instances. Why am I sounding like a simp for cops? I'm trying not to, but I have to tell it like it is.
No, it's too late for that. Hold on. No, she's gonna. It's okay. We need to calm her down. We need to calm her down. We need to help.
You're not calming her down. You're not helping.
We need to help. We need to help.
You're not helping.
Hold on.
You're not helping.
Ma'am. Can you?
Oh my God.
You haven't been helping.
Martin, can I please talk to her?
Please.
Oh, no.
It better not be a joke. I need help.
It's not a joke.
Hold on.
Okay.
Ma'am, it's not a joke.
It's true.
Ma'am,
It's true, Miriam. I made a mistake. I fucked up.
That's what I mean. They escalated the situation. They made it worse.
I'm so sorry. I fucked it all up. I'm sorry. Miriam, I'm sorry. I know, Miriam. Please, I'm sorry. Just fucking forget about me.
Please come to the park. Meet your husband. Come to the park.
No, I don't want.
It's few blocks away from your house.
I'm taking your daughter with me.
Yes.
Yes, please.
do.
She has to see.
Ma'am, you're not alone here.
I just
Howard Ave, Community Park on Howard Ave.
I just texted it.
I need time to get my daughter out of the water right now.
We need.
Can you please calm down, por favor?
You know what's gonna happen to my life.
Yeah, and they even say like, "Oh, we'll translate it later,"
He
and they
should
never
have
did.
thought about this before. He should have thought about this before. What would happen to you?
You are
True.
afraid.
You should have thought about that. You should also think about the danger you're putting people in.
You ruin lives, Martin.
One decision. One decision.
Oh my goodness. Please don't go anywhere.
We're not going anywhere.
Please, I know there is no way to soften this situation, but ma'am, you have to be strong for your kids.
I'm an educator. I will receive children. She has a 16-year-old daughter, a 14-year-old boy. This is not true. Tell me it's not true. Please, 20 años contigo. Es un hipócrita. Eso eres.
15-year-old daughter.
Yes, hi. This is my third time trying to attempt to get police assistance here for a child molester.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm supposed to get a phone call from a supervisor. The situation is escalating. I am beside myself that you guys have not taken this seriously. I need an officer.
The situation is escalating. They're just gonna leave out the part where they're the ones who escalated it.
Officer assistance right now.
It's destroyed her.
Gosh, this got bad.
I have a man here that was here to meet an alleged 13-year-old girl for sex. His wife is on the phone now threatening suicide and threatening to come here. You guys have denied this now twice, and the supervisor was supposed to call me and he hasn't. This is an absolute embarrassment of your department. His wife is on the phone and just found out, and now she's screaming and making violent threats against herself and is going to come here. I need police assistance now. It's now been almost a fucking hour.
Now I believe he's crying.
Yeah.
This is the first time when I...
Listen, I'm beating a dead horse of saying this. What is the supervisor doing? Are they dealing with a crime? Probably. And if they're not, like they don't exactly have reasonable cause to go out, but now they have to. Well, I don't know if they have to. Like, let me backtrack that. They're probably going to come to de-escalate the situation that you escalated. You just left that part out. And yeah, it'll take a while for law enforcement to get somewhere. This isn't... In their eyes, it's probably not an emergency. Again, they don't have a basis. They don't know how they conduct their sting operations. They haven't given them any information. They didn't prepare the police for that. They didn't tell the police, hey, we're going to be going here on this day, or let them know ahead of time somehow. Even if it's not that day, let them know ahead of time somehow. Are there crimes going on? Is there a lot of crimes going on to where the police are busy and they have to deal with emergency situations? Maybe. Again, this is Chula Vista. It's not the best place in San Diego County. There are more pressing matters. It's not an emergency for the police. And I'm sorry. Sorry, Ashton. If a sergeant is doing something and they're trying to de-escalate another actual emergency, or they have to deal with something else, they have to deal with maybe the politics in the police department. I don't know what they're doing. But you can't just expect them to do it at a drop of a hat. You need to be responsible in how you conduct these.
and believe that he's crying.
Tell your supervisor to get his head out of...
It sucks because this family probably doesn't know the legal recourse they have, and they could probably get a payday from these baiters. True. Not wrong. Nothing about this emergency to the police. And yeah,
this asshole, because this is absolutely ridiculous.
We're not gonna... No, I know you're not gonna...
It's so that you can't say we did anything to you, and we can't say you did anything to us.
Waiting for someone to do something. Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Number 3.
Yes, you can count.
Calm down.
You know, try to calm down. You're the only one.
This cannot be true. What's gonna happen to them?
Wait, that's not up to us.
That's not of your... That's the last concern.
And remember,
gonna happen to him.
the guy said that his wife has a heart condition. Whether or not that's true, you don't risk that shit. You don't do it.
Your guys' kids. You just gotta calm down, please, while you're driving, and we can explain more when you get here.
Yeah, please don't put your kids in danger by driving. Please try to calm down.
You know what it means to a person that works with children.
We know that. We know that you're... We know that. We know that.
Shut up! Don't... Stop! Stop! We know about your occupation, and we understand how that puts you in danger, and that you could potentially lose your job from it. Don't tell the internet. Don't tell the internet. You're escalating and inciting panic, as Prawn just said. Don't do that.
We know who you are.
My entire life with a person like this.
Yes.
Well...
Stigma with them, their entire freaking life. I have a son that has problems with he needs to see a psychologist. I have a daughter with anxiety problems, and maybe she was thinking she had depression. And now this?
Yep.
Now this? I thought our life was going to a better way. I thought that. And now it's this.
Ma'am, I...
A person who always thought about people that have that kind of thought.
We're gonna figure this out. You're not alone here.
You're not alone. We're here for you.
I wish instead of gonna be away from his record.
Shut up.
You are...
He should... Ma'am,
We're here for you after we drop this nuke.
On the record, ma'am.
He's a danger to
okay.
society.
No, I'm not.
You're not? How? You wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old. You're here.
Yes, that would happen. She was living with a 13-year-old.
Give her a fucking extra jacket.
Oh my gosh, this is good.
I'd be upset with both, but Trilogy Media is handling this very irresponsibly.
She always talks shit about people that like girls and then look at the girls with oh fuck him. Fuck you.
He's living a double life, but you just...
You know, you're not wrong. It would be a lot more acceptable. In the publishing aspect of the video, it would be a lot more acceptable if they censored it. I know that's specifically what you're talking about. In the way that this is handled, none of this is acceptable. But I get what you're saying. I just want to put that out there.
Just
your fucking self.
Listen, this is not gonna change any situation. Screaming, yelling, it's not gonna change the fact.
Oh! Screaming and yelling isn't gonna change the fact? Oh! Why didn't you tell that to Ashton? Why didn't you tell that to yourself? Why didn't you tell that to the camera crew? The only person that's had a level head, remotely, is the girl who... She's been the only one who's been, like, the most calm. I almost said level-headed, but that's not the right word. Calm. Take your own advice.
I need to get my freaking energy out of my system.
Well, then come here. Then please come here.
We are here to
and
help
talk to your husband face to face.
I'm on my way, but I want him to be prepared.
Also, don't... Okay. 15th apology. Sorry, I keep pausing. What they're also doing, when they're telling someone, get over here, meet him face to face, they don't know if this person could potentially come with a weapon. They're putting their crew in danger. They're putting this guy in danger. As shitty as the stuff that they're doing, they don't know what this person's coming with. It might not just be like a wag of the finger. that's a fucked up thing, we should go to the police. It could be a, this is a fucked up thing. You all exposed me to this. My husband's a piece of shit. I'm going to deal with it in a crime of passion or some shit like that. I don't know if that's how that works. I'm not a lawyer. Someone correct me. That's fine. But vigilantism can get you killed if you're not careful. And what do you know? They're not being careful.
I don't want anybody to believe that it's my fault.
None of this is your fault.
This is none of your fault.
This is a sickness. This is all him.
He need help. He need a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
Take off your sunglasses.
Oh, we know that. We know that, yeah.
Because there's no way I'm going to let him close my children. Get in here.
That's true, Mil. She already threatened unaliving herself. Oh, here we go.
Can I get some help over here?
What's going on?
We have a guy who's trying to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex. And now his wife is on the line, freaking out. She's on her way here and she's threatening suicide.
Who's?
The guy's wife who was caught.
Okay. All right.
So we're an organization. We put together sting operations to catch child predators. This guy's 54. He's here to meet with our decoy who's over there. You can talk to her with all the information printed. He's trying to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex.
Where's the subject?
He's sitting on the bench right over there.
Have you been working in conjunction with any law enforcement agency?
No, I'm trying to. This is a third call trying to get you guys here.
Have you called the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children?
No.
Or Internet Crimes?
No. Okay. We're here with you right now to help us resolve the situation. You have a Chula Vista predator preying on 13-year-old kids.
Okay, so...
You don't need to say the city. But that's the least of my critiques right now.
We'll go over there and we're going to talk with them, but nobody's getting arrested today. Okay?
That's not my decision. I just need some help because... Do you have kids?
Anyway, we're not going to get
so you do. So this guy is preying on 13-year-old children. Okay. And I'd like to know who the supervisor was that denied this twice, this call, which is absolutely... Okay, that's embarrassing. Embarrassing. This guy's meeting 13-year-old girls for sex in your jurisdiction.
So
I can't believe.
Okay, I'm upset.
You're going to get everybody's information.
That's great.
I'm on the side of the cops.
I'm not giving you my phone, but we'll send you the information.
I'm not giving you... Okay. Let's talk, friends. I'm trying to work with law enforcement. Were you? Were you doing that from the very beginning? Were you doing that when you flew to San Diego? Or when you drove? Whatever the fuck you did. When you came to San Diego, were you doing that? Were you working in conjunction with the police? Did you get in contact with people who specialize in this? Did you give them any of the documentation? Did you give anyone reasonable suspicion? Did you give any evidence to the cops beforehand? What did you do other than get mad at a non-emergency situation that the cops perceive as hearsay? What did you do? You could tell the sergeant that's embarrassing. Let's see. San Diego Police. So that's not central to Chula Vista. That is San Diego, the city of San Diego, as far as I know. What did you do, Ashton? You can be mad at the cops all you want, but this is your failing. It's you. I know you'll never watch this, but if you did, that's you. What did you do? Other than get mad at the cops, who were there, by the way. Again, be responsible for your preparation. Be responsible with how you handle the predator. Be responsible in your actions you decide to take that affect the families of these predators. They are victims. You don't want to hear it. Maybe. They're victims. And handle how you conduct yourself with the police. Gonna sound very liberal here. Fortunate that this white guy got to go up to the cops and yell at them. Very fortunate. All right, I'm not going to try to sound too liberal about this. Let's continue.
Absolutely.
So the detectives want the actual phones as evidence.
No, you're not getting the phone. You can get the evidence
So
and the
you're not going to help
screenshots.
this investigation that you're starting.
So the only way I can help is by surrendering my
I'm
phone
not-
to you? That's not going to
That's
happen.
what they want.
How about we go talk as a group? Because I have my associates here, and I appreciate not this one-on-one kind of interrogation. I got the whole thing happening right there, and now you're wasting time over here with stupid questions. Can we just go talk to guys?
Questions, sir. I'm trying to get all the information so we know what's going on.
Okay, well, there's...
Yeah, the cop has no information. All that he knows, we got a call for this thing. This guy has called 3 times. And then when the cop says, hey, to conduct this, like with this particular unit, he didn't use these words, mind you, paraphrasing, mostly, adding things in here and there, neither here nor there. They need the phone records. Look, you can have a clipboard, you can have a binder with the whole conversation, but who's to say those aren't photoshopped? What they need is the direct source for proper conviction. That's why you hand over your phone. Hey, word to the wise, don't use your personal phone. How about that? They want you to give up your phone. They will give it back to you. But they need to see that first-hand evidence in the app, not on a clipboard, not on a clipboard. In the app, they need to see that first-hand fucking evidence to be able to say, yep, this guy did it. It's hard to Photoshop on the app. You can add things, you can get rid of things on the app, but it's really hard to Photoshop the app itself. This is why you work ahead of time with the police as well. Yep. I don't want this one-on-one because he's too much of a coward to handle it of himself. Yep.
A plethora of it over there, so can you follow me?
All right, so my officer here is going to need everybody's identification.
Okay, fine.
You guys are all involved.
That's
so
fine.
Do all that stuff.
Instead of repeating yourself to them, why don't we just go talk to them?
Why don't you stop being a fucking dick and let the cop talk about how he's going to conduct this? Because there's a legal basis that they need to conduct this. He's telling you there's not going to be arrests because there's not a basis for them to make an arrest. So why don't you shut the fuck up, let the cop explain, and then they can handle it.
3 calls. Fucking A.
Yeah, fucking A, right.
On dating websites for...
He said in and out for years and years.
In and out for years.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. On Scout, remember? I said, what are you doing on here?
And every time I ask you about this stupid thing they'll call it, explain what by mistake, I did it.
No, you don't do that by mistake.
Everything is coming together.
Yeah. You don't go by mistakes and create profiles and go after underage kids. By mistake. And he's right now crying for 1 hour saying that it's by mistake. That was idiot decision.
He knows me. I don't believe in mistakes.
No, ma'am, it was a decision.
It was a decision that he made. The police just arrived.
And he's not going to be detained.
Exactly, and that's what we want, that every single one of you be strong, please. Please.
If you want to, I told them a little bit about the decoy and what's going on here, but if you want to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
Yeah.
Please, Ash,
so
don't tell
we were
them.
working on an app called
Don't
Badoo.
say anything. Shut the fuck
He
up.
had my decoy profile, who was 13 years old, and started talking sexual to her, and this lasted for about a month and a half. And then he had asked multiple times to meet up with her.
Hey, Misa. I'm in the middle of a segment. You're adorable. And you're mad too. I get it. I'm mad too. This is frustrating. You get it, Miso. Prawn gets it. He gets that you get it.
What the dog doing?
God damn, he's so fucking adorable. I'll bring him on after the segment. Miso, you're a good boy, but I'll bring the dog on after.
And we kept pushing it off, you know, maybe giving him like an out or something. He never stopped asking, and tonight he finally decided to meet up. Thankfully there was no actual 13-year-old involved, but he does have kids that age, which is worrisome. So.
Did you guys talk to any law enforcement before you did what you were doing? Your decoy? What the dog doing?
No.
Did you get any advisement from any law enforcement agency on how to go about it?
Yeah, we have many times. This isn't like...
You contacted law enforcement about how to go about doing this decoy?
Yeah, we have many times, yeah.
What law enforcement agency did you talk to?
I'm from Wisconsin, so like Racine County, Sheboygan County.
Okay, so I'm just...
Which law enforcement did you talk to? Well, I'm from Wisconsin. Oh, okay. I guess you're from Wisconsin. Laws are obviously the same there as they are here. But this cop is going to explain.
No, in San Diego, in the city of San Diego.
No, leading up to this, no. We are here doing something.
You're basically on your own doing this, right?
Yes, we're independent, yes.
Okay. We did our due diligence, and I have everything here you can have.
What was your due diligence?
You did not your due diligence. You did not do the proper shit you should have. Actually, you escalated the situation. You made this shit so much worse because you did not prepare. You let your anger go out on this guy and his family. You are being a piece of shit. You need to learn from this.
I'm printing every single piece of correspondence, all the information about him, corroborating on camera when he showed up, and verified all the things he said he was going to do verbally to her when he showed up.
Asking for naked pictures, if she's watching porn, if she's
touching herself. We're going to get everybody's information so I can get IDs from everybody involved, your cameraman and you guys, so we can document it.
Yeah.
And then once again, like my sergeant said, we talked to our Internet Crimes Against Children Connection and our vice, and they've asked for you to turn over evidence so they can put a case together.
I have the number for it too. So.
Well, are you willing to turn over the evidence today to us so we can make a case?
We are more than happy to turn over the evidence. He wants me to give all of our phones away, which is not going to happen.
Well, we need the original document.
Yeah, they need the original document, you dumb fuck.
It's my phone.
You don't have to take
it's my phone.
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
It's considered evidence.
No.
It's electronic evidence. You can send it electronically.
We can send it on a Google Drive link.
No.
You can upload it right now.
That's how we always do it.
I can sit here till 2 a.m. and upload it for you, but you're not taking it.
We'll give you an event number. And the event number will go to
no, Ash, no. Ashton, no. So much fucking no, Ashton. Clearly, I can't wait to read the comments later because they claim, like, oh, you guys are giving advice? Well, you've never done this yourself. Well, clearly you haven't either. Do you understand why they ask for that direct evidence? So that way there's less of a chance for it to be fabricated and falsely convict this guy, which could end in a lawsuit for the police department and for you. Give over your phone. Exactly what Milk's saying. Yes. Give over all your phones. Do it.
Our specialized unit.
You'll get them back.
And they'll contact you to relay that information.
Okay. And in the case that he's not.
Collect everybody's ID real quick for me.
Basically, we'll get his information, but they're telling us not to make an arrest because they don't know what kind of investigation you've done and what.
Yes.
Well, they haven't looked.
To learn. Well,
yeah, they're not.
Either way, usually you've been informed. I understand. With that agency. Well, you know, in the future, I just recommend maybe reaching out and say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we're trying to do, and this is what we're trying to do. And then, can you guys be involved in it with us? You know what I mean?
Would that even be something that they would do? Like, we're just civilians. They're not going to go in on a sting with some brand new.
No, they don't do it. Trust me, I know.
I've been in the business long enough knowing
for a
that
living.
Specialized units. You're being detained.
Am I detained, sir?
I'm sorry?
Am I detained?
Not right now, but you're going to send your ID back, right?
No, he's got my ATM card from the bank.
Okay, he's going to bring it back to you, okay?
I'm not right here. I don't want to be filming anymore. I'm right here.
Just hang on 1 second so we can get it to you and then you can be on the way.
Oh.
No.
They're already here.
Yeah,
it's for our protection.
It's just a public place.
Dude, you got nothing to stand on.
Can I move over there, please?
Where would you like to go?
To my car.
To your car?
Yeah.
Well, just give me 1 second.
They're going to make a big deal when my wife comes here anyways.
No, we were going to try to calm her down.
Wow. Good fucking job. You guys did great in de-escalating that situation. You guys did excellent. You totally calmed her down when she was freaking out and threatened unaliving. You totally calmed her down when she mentioned that her son has high anxiety. You totally calmed her down when she mentioned her daughter. You totally calmed her down when you mentioned that she's a... Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. My bad. I'll bleep that out. You didn't calm her down when you mentioned her occupation, that you know everything about her, their address, and their phone number. Good job, guys. You fucking did it. Way to go. That's one way to calm her down. You were going to bring her here to calm her down. Who knows if she could have a weapon on her? Who knows if she'll assault you? Who knows if she'll assault him? Who knows if she'll unalive herself? Good job, guys. You fucking did it.
Martin, he's gonna hang out with him.
Martin. No, he's coming with me. I'm not running away from him. Okay, you better not.
He won't go anywhere.
He gave us a finger. He
just saying, I think I'm spitting right now.
Now that the cops are here.
He can stand up when he's caught.
I'm sorry. I felt for the wife so much.
The kid thing was different for me. I've never experienced that. Like my dad said, I was like, this is bad.
I missed that. What happened?
Oh yeah. She told kids everything. Your dad is predator, and he's.
She's like, my dad's
up the
a
15-year-old
daughter.
Sorry, this isn't actually like, haha, my gut. I'm getting good humor out of this. They just talked about wanting to make things calm. Oh yeah, she mentioned everything to the kids. She mentioned to the kids that their dad's a predator. They mentioned everything to the kids. Good job, guys. God damn.
We're going to see your dad right now.
Oh, she's bringing the kids. That's not.
Yeah.
No, don't bring the kids.
No, she's bringing. That's what she wants. She said, "I want that the kids will see how the piece of shit you are."
Oh.
She said, "I'm taking my kids
Did
away
you
from
just realize,
You're not
Ash?
gonna
This
see the kids
escalated?
again." Oh.
Did you just realize this?
Excuse me, you are the family?
She doesn't even want to talk to you guys. I kind of explained to her. I just explained to her what the situation was, what you guys do, and basically.
Second issue. Now I know their faces are blurred. Use the black bar. Completely cover their silhouette. Completely cover their silhouette. Don't show their clothing. Don't show their height. I mean, you could still do that with the black bar. You completely cover them. Don't show their body language. Don't show their clothing. Don't show anything. I'll try to do this when I edit. I can't guarantee I will, and I apologize in advance. But you, Trilogy Media, don't show anything. You keep talking about this person's occupation. You keep talking about it. Great. Now we can see her body language and what she looks like. You don't do it. All right.
What you guys were alleging, he was coming here to meet, an alleged 13-year-old and stuff. So they're aware of it. And
if you want to talk to the girl, the one that you've been talking for months and a half, you can.
We have all the text messages. If you
I
want
can't
to read
believe
them.
how good this.
No, it's whatever you want, guys.
Cop is
it's
being.
honestly, we've been doing this for so long, and
I don't want to talk to anyone. I could probably see the text message, but that's it. And I don't want to know anything else.
Yeah.
That's our decoding. That's our.
I don't blame her for saying I don't want to talk to anyone.
Talking for months and a half.
Yeah, this is his profile. Like this actual.
Oh my god. You still need to blur it. I know I'm really fixating on these things, but you need, if you're going to censor even from behind, you are being the victimizer and they are the victimized. In this whole situation, the family is victim to what's going on. You are not helping.
App. So I click on this app. This is one of his. He has like multiple kicks, multiple accounts. This is him. Where are you? I'm on the bench by the bathroom. He showed up on the bench by the bathroom tonight. This is him.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm
Right,
sorry.
That's all I need to know. Thank you. Right.
Sorry. I'm reading it. Your skin will be crawling if you read the.
You have our number.
If you need anything, please let us know.
Yeah.
My heart breaks for you and your family. I really am sorry, but we feel that better that you know than not know.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah. Stay strong,
Do
guys.
the right thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Trilogy versus Predator.
Shut up. Oh, wait. Actually. This part I'm going to play because I think this is one of the more egregious portions.
Find a much longer extended version of this episode over at trilogyplus.com. It features an uncut version of the confrontation, exclusive interviews with the team, and some spicy phone calls from the family that occurred later that night.
So you don't give a fuck about children.
This is going online, and if you're going to continue to yell at me, I'm just going to hang up and post it. I honestly, I don't even have the energy because I've been dealing with your pussy husband for the last 3 hours.
You can go stream right now,
Oh,
7 days
dude.
for free at trilogyplus.com.
This is not an endorsement of their stuff. I just need to show that. Drama baiting for sure. Okay. Video's done at this portion as far as I'm concerned. Let me see.
Thanks again.
No, fuck you. Don't thank me. Wow. Yeah. So you could see a whole uncut version. You could see the confrontation. You could see how much we escalated everything with the entire family. You could see that whole thing. We can show you the drama that we caused. We can show you how we escalated this entire situation. We can show you how we didn't give the family the respect that they need. Listen, the wife is in shock. She got a bombshell. She got a fucking nuke on her. You're going to insult her for yelling at you? I got to be honest. I would do the same thing. I'm just going to hang up on you if you're going to continue to make this worse. Like, you made it worse. She's in shock. She still needs to process everything that's going on. You called them later that night. They haven't even tried to sleep. They haven't even processed everything that's going on. This is still surreal. But you get on your fucking high horse and you're going to act like you know better than the family? You're going to act like you did this responsibly? Huh? Get off the high horse. Admit your fuck up. You shouldn't have even called them later that night. They said they didn't even want to speak to you. And you have the audacity to call them back? What the fuck is the matter with you? Anyway, they're never going to watch this video. Let's look at the comments, everyone. So, start with the first one. From Trilogy Media. Responding to hate comments. Ash here. I love roasting haters, don't get me wrong. They'll never change. And when I go down the rabbit hole of reading them, I do get genuine laugh out of seeing how many people have such strong quote-unquote opinions that are based out of nothing. No experience, no involvement, and no perspective other than given by an edited YouTube video. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's the perspective you gave. Are you going to try to entice someone to follow Trilogy Media Plus? Is that how you're going to do it? All of us here don't disagree. This is fucked up. This guy's a predator, allegedly. We don't endorse these actions. We also don't endorse yours. I'm sorry to get preachy here. I'm also not sorry. Because clearly, you don't have experience either. But the more we grow, the more consuming it's becoming. Time that I should be spending on creating, which is what I genuinely love to do. Yes, you love to create drama content. I get it. The hateful and or critical comments on this video are very loud, and I see that. I've read them. I don't agree with most of them. That's part of allowing an open discussion. All I will say is, I see you, I hear you, and although I don't agree, we will take this feedback into consideration for our future endeavors. I'll be fair to you, Ashton. It's about the most I can ask of you. Dash, if you're just hating just to hate, then keep it going. Your engagement on the video only helps the channel and YouTube's algorithm, and I'll never stop roasting you. Bring it on. Okay, so you're being an antagonist. Okay, cool. Next Dash. If you genuinely do care about different perspectives and hearing the truth from my mouth, human to human, I have an 1.5 hour long debrief podcast video on T+, talking about this video. Oh, Trilogy Media Plus. God, you're doing it again. I have an hour-long podcast where you can pay. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but it sounds like you could pay to look at the podcast. Okay. Talking about this video and the public reception. If you're truly interested and have an open mind, email me and I'll send you a free copy to watch. Okay, fair enough. I should have read on. Ashton at TrilogyMediaInc.com and just put debrief screener in the subject. If you watch it in its entirety, leave a comment here on this thread. I will read your perspective again with an exceptionally open mind. Despite my snark, I've got nothing but love for you, hater or not. And we aren't going anywhere. Cheers, heart. I kind of want to listen to the podcast and what was said, because I don't think it's going to make it better. If he talks about what he learned from this experience, maybe. Even then, that's being charitable. I wrote a comment. I'll read that after, but I want to go over one of this really well-constructed comment. I was actually very impressed. I'm going to start by saying this. I love what you do. I've been a viewer of yours for a long time. I deeply admire what you do for scam victims, and your production quality has gotten insanely amazing over the last year. We all know your hearts are in the right place, and I don't doubt that. Jet saying this, I don't doubt that. But I've kept my comments positive and supportive for the last time. Yes, this asshole deserves to be locked away for the rest of his life. He's a monster who has absolutely no remorse. It's fucking disgusting that he's not only seeking to prey on children, but what he has of his own. But that he has children on his... Jet, you can read. Just sound it out. But that he has children of his own. He was drooling over the chance to assault a 13-year-old girl, and he only said he had a 14-year-old son. It wasn't revealed that he had a teenage daughter until the wife got on the phone. I'm glad you guys exposed him. I don't agree with that. I don't think any of that information should have been revealed. However, you went about it all wrong. True! And this has been a growing issue in your videos. You're leaning on shock value, and that much is very clear by the way you treated the wife and mother. I'm all about humiliating a predator, but the family are victims too. Okay, there's some things I don't entirely agree with, but this is well constructed. It's understandable that the subject's family would be in disbelief that someone they love is capable of such things. You've confronted family members inappropriately in the past, and that's not okay. Have they made other videos like this in the past? Oh no. The wife should have been notified by the authorities, not you. I agree that this is absolutely disgusting that the police didn't respond fast enough. Ashton was very much in the right for being pissed about it, but not a single one of your team members had any right to call the wife like that. True. Okay, I agree with that. You should have handled yourself to the police better. She could have gotten herself and her kids hurt or worse by driving under distress. And I don't even need to get in how she threatened to hurt / unalive herself. I got physically ill hearing the children learn about this in the background. You guys aren't qualified to talk to victimized families like this. The predator is a monster for putting his family in this position, but you guys didn't help them in that regard. I also think Art and Ashton got a little too self-indulgent laying down this guy. Preach, brother or sister, or none of them, anything on the inside or outside. For a good 20 minutes, I was all for it. But once you guys involved the family, it stopped being fun to watch the guy fall apart. It was not fun the first 20 minutes. Mostly because the family was falling apart. I couldn't give two shits about the guy, and would have loved a few pot shots myself. But there's a line, guys. I don't like that you put abusing the wife behind a paywall. Yes, thank you. That was extremely tone deaf, and I'm glad I don't pay for your service, because it already feels dirty just seeing Ashton yell at the wife for only a few seconds. I know you have to make money at some point for production and employment, but this is a borderline sellout. I admire the fuck out of Ashton and Art for their passion. You guys do great work, but you also need to seriously reevaluate how you go about busting people. You may have caused severe damage here, and it could have been a lot worse if the wife actually hurt herself. That being said, this hasn't made me any less a fan of your work, but I'm definitely not going to be paying for your streaming service, not until you guys polish your approach. Just please be more considerate in the future. You need to handle things like this a bit more delicately. This guy might not see any jail time at all because of how this was handled on camera. Defense attorneys will have a field day with this video. That's exactly what I've been saying about the defense attorneys. They're going to have a fucking field day, assuming this guy goes to court. And then I don't know how I feel about the comment that I posted, but this is what I posted. So this is one of the more irresponsible pred catches I've seen. 1, you should not have taken the liberty of calling the family. You aren't qualified to do that. The authorities are. You've got enough shit about that, so I'll leave it from here. 2, I get the cop response time was inadequate. It's frustrating you have to wait while the pred can walk away at any time. However, this is Chula Vista, California. It's susceptible to more crime compared to other counties in San Diego. You guys need to understand that there might be more pressing matters to them, such as immediate crimes. This isn't to say the situation isn't bad. It is. That said, cops have to go off hearsay when it comes to sting operations. Plus, they are taking care of other matters at hand. Are they taking care of other matters at hand? Are they understaffed for the night? If dispatch tells you they'll have someone immediately, that's one thing. But if you guys need to understand, cops can't teleport there when there aren't emergencies at hand. 3, don't reveal the occupation of the dude's wife, especially when she's a school teacher. Her file is public. Even if you try to make it more difficult by censoring some information, you're still risking her livelihood. You make things worse for another victim. I'm saying this all I'm saying all of this because I enjoy this channel, which I do. I'm not going to lie. There's scam baiting stuff, I should say. I really do. And you learn from constructive criticism. However, there were so many things wrong with this video. Other comments go into this much better than I choose to. Many of these comments aren't quote-unquote hate. Some of them are. Much of these comments are constructive. And it's good to see you've taken them to heart in the most recent videos. I added an edit. I don't agree with the guy you caught. I don't disagree the guy you caught is a piece of shit. No disputing that. However, you guys need to remember, as much of a piece of shit this guy is, he's still a human with humans in his life. It's the responsibility of you and your team to handle this accordingly, whether it's interacting with the pred, their family, which you shouldn't do, or the cops. Defense attorneys will have a field day with how you handled everything in this video. And don't put the city this person lives in the video, ever. You're putting this guy's family in danger by doing this. Yep. For the most part, I stand with the statement that I made. For the most part, these comments have pushed back pretty well. Yeah, it's very heartbreaking to hear everything that happened with the family, how they conducted themselves, how they basically advertised, hey, if you pay for our service, you could see how we further harass the wife. Okay, I'm going to read one last comment and I'm going to end this. Yeah. Great job on this. I disagree. I have a couple of criticisms, though, about the treatment of him and his family. Let me start by saying I hate these scumbags with every fiber of my being. You had him outnumbered, outsmarted, and outgunned, which took his ability to fight away. And you also had every last bit of info on him and his family, so he had nowhere to run. As expected, he crawled into a ball and wished the world away, which is nice to see. Okay. The authorities should have turned up at this point and moved everyone on, in my honest opinion. The way Ashton spoke in the messages to his wife was disrespectful and placed her at the same level of hatred as him, which was entirely unfair. This is true. Courtney spoke much better to her. This is also true. The way this was dealt with will have caused even more trauma and hurt to his wife and kids than necessary, and that just doesn't sit right with me. You're hurting his innocent family just to get back at him. His only option once curled up was to unalive, which wouldn't punish him enough. You also risked the lives of his wife, who showed signs of suicidal thoughts, and his kids who were with her. If the police were the ones who informed the family, they would have had much better support in place for them. Just my 2 cents. Yeah, also leaving out the part, they didn't provide any resources for someone to seek help. If the guy couldn't be arrested, at least offer resources. Don't just be like, well, fuck, nothing happened. Now I'm going to sit here and be angry. Offer something. All right, friends. I know this was a lot. This was a heavy subject. I'm sure we were mad together. I'm sure there's a lot of criticisms, and for all I know, you might disagree with me. Whatever you feel, put it in the comments below. And while you're at it, feel free to give this channel a good subscribe, give it a like, be active in the comments. What did you think about all this? But in the meantime, friends, thanks for coming on to the Jet Extremist channel, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good day.